So let's talk about the boundary piece. So when people, cross people's boundaries, and that happens consciously or unconsciously to all of us, right?
Sure.
Well, what do we do?
Well, the first thing we always do is we name our emotion. So I've been talking to people for decades about building your emotions vocabulary in order to build your emotional intelligence. Then you have more of an awareness, and you can actually make choices about how you want to behave instead of just being overwhelmed by an emotion and reacting from it without any sort of mindfulness. So I finally made this wheel of emotions because there were so many out there, lists and wheels and things that they have thoughts in them, not just emotions. And we do a lot to raise our awareness about the difference between thoughts and emotions, because everybody thinks they know the difference, but they don't. And everybody thinks they have a vocabulary for their emotions, but they don't. I ask geniuses, how did you feel when that happened? And they say, bad. Yeah. Bad and good are not emotions. That's a pretty primitive emotions vocabulary. So even if you think that you have one, I encourage people always to build their emotions vocabulary and just get into a practice of naming it all day long.
So I love that. There seems like there's basic emotions like happy and sad and feeling a sense of love, a sense of connection. There's basic. But I like what you're saying. So give me that wheel. Get that. I want to list out some of the ones that you put there on that wheel.
Yeah, I think what's really important is that the experience of rage is different than mild annoyance, right? And I think what you were describing, for you, it's a frustration and impatience. And I think there's even some fear and worry in there too. Worry that you're not going to get what you want. So we think that we experience emotions in a linear way, one at a time. And that's often not the case either. It's much more complicated than that. So hostile is on here. And I think people don't really understand that hostile is unacknowledged anger. So that's nuanced as well.
It seems like they're on a continuum. So like you just said,
a spectrum.
Annoyed, there's annoyed, a little upset, feeling anger, feeling rage. It's like a continuum. It's not just one. Is that what you're saying?
We look at all emotions on a spectrum. Yes.
Spectrum. Yeah, that's a better word for it. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay. And so when one starts out to build their vocabulary, where do you start?
The wheel.
The wheel.
And, okay. Yes. You put it on the fridge and you ask yourself all day long, what am I feeling right now? And then you discipline yourself to go.
Oh, very good.
And name it. And it's really that basic.
Yeah. Where does my audience get the wheel from?
Oh, I got a free one on the website.
Okay. Yeah. All right.